Hello and welcome to StratiGG. Today we're playing some Risk Ranked on the meta settings. EU Advanced Progressive Capitals. May the spawn god show me favour. And let's see how I get on. We have a non-ready-upper. This time it is the yellow player who is now a bot. We are in 6th in turn order. We go right back at the last in the queue. Let's have a quick scan of the blizzards. We have a Rabat blizzard, making Spain a nice juicy little pocket. Benghazi blizzard, making West Africa a pocket through Italy. And a tip of Orient blizzard, combined with the Benghazi blizzard, makes the Orient also a pocket. This is a full-on honeypot game. Sadly, we don't have any great cap options to try and take advantage. Okay, white goes for the West Africa pocket by capping in the centre of Italy. I think one of these France, Burgundy or Marseille is probably going to be my best option, but it depends where everyone else caps. With white going here, I think this Burgundy cap is probably going to be my play. France turn 1 and then try for Spain. Okay, where's blue gonna go? This is the most important thing, because blue might choose a really bad cap at the back of Spain. I don't think that changes my plan much. They don't. Okay, well, at least we don't see it in there. So this is where we are gonna cap on Burgundy as planned. White sees our cap, so hoping they don't try and mess with us. But right now, our early game strategy is going to be pretty simple. France, Spain. Spain looks like it's going to be expensive. And then maybe new corner. And the mission is going to be trying to get all of this before these other players can get their pockets. And then start using that troop advantage in the early game to try and spread our dominance throughout the world, or just this map in this game's case. Okay, green adding to the Dinaric Alps, and going for the Southeast Europe bonus turn 1. Don't tell me you have capped on Greece green. That would be a very terrible cap given the blizzard configuration. Maybe this is just an early bonus grab, in which case it's not a bad move. Okay, here comes the bot, and instantly breaks green. For once, the bot is nowhere near us, so yeah. What are you gonna do now, bot? You can't hit me. What are you gonna do? Well, it looks like if the bot can't hit me, it hits the greeny meanie. Okay, red player turn 1. We don't see where their capital is. Oh, red's a bot. Okay, we need a bot check already. Let's do a quick bot check. White, not a bot. Green, not a bot. Yellow bot. Red bot. Blue, not a bot. Okay, so we have 2 bots, red and yellow, and we'll be nicely removing red from our turn 1 bonus this turn, at least. Ooh, surely not a 12 on 6. Okay, green is in, blue is in Germany, I should say. And is left with a 7 cap, but they're gonna take Germany and hold it. Yeah, we don't, there's no need for us to try and mess with that. We're just gonna work on taking our bonuses. Let's make that a 6 just to make sure. And do a bit of work down in Spain as well. Losing a troop on a 1 and another. What is this? Why? Why game? Okay, now we don't do any work in Spain because we need our cap to be stronger than that. Okay, white took a first turn second capital from one of these bots, starting with 7, and they don't break. Okay, white is going to be good. White is trying to ensure that they have the steam to be able to come and take this pocket, but they're being so slow about it. Like, I would have just focused on their super pocket if I was white. Italy turn 1, down into the pocket, rather than being lured in by a second capital. Now they're going to be weak compared to everyone else who is taking multiple bonuses. So my play here is Spain and then noob corner. But it looks like me and blue are just going to be actually at war here, as blue... we're right next to one another, and it looks like blue probably wants the same plans. And with them spawning with so much material here in Spain, they might add all their troops to Spain this turn, which would really just screw me over. It would screw us both over because it means I have to start hitting them. I'm hoping blue tries to make plays for the central bonuses instead of this periphery area. I also need to try and remove red from here if possible, but I can't do everything at once. I'm going to say, oops, don't add in there, blue. Don't add in there. You don't want to add behind me, blue. Just take one of the other bonuses. Okay, they don't add in there. Well played. So they're going to go for Dinaric Alps, which is the better play for them in their position. So some decent use of the emote system there, and a player that's sensible enough to actually realize that it wasn't in either of our best interests for them to start adding behind me here in Spain. But oh, is this Spain take expensive? And it does mean I don't have the troops to break the red bot this turn. So the red bot is going to come down and absolutely slam me. I could have tried the 3-on-1. Maybe I should have just rolled out the 3-on-1 up there. Yeah, that was probably the play. My bad. So yeah, I'm going to get broken by red. I might even get double broken by red, because that's just what bots like to do. But we'll see how this game progresses from here. White has taken Italy and is now going to start working on their pockets. But they are slightly behind compared to everybody else. Green starts with 9, so green has Southeast Europe bonus finally, and is now working on the Orient pockets. Yellow bot starting with 7. Yellow bot retook their capital. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that means. Maybe that's just territories, but they must have retaken their cap. Unless they have the Russia bonus, which is highly unlikely. Okay, here comes the red bot to ruin my day. I'm hoping this is only a single break. Okay, didn't have Iceland as well. That's a bit of a saving grace. But yeah, we'll get one of our bonuses broken, which is going to let... Wait! Blue didn't hold both bonuses? Blue got broken. Okay, blue's going to be busy trying to retake. I think blue's getting broken by the yellow bot on this side. So yeah, it's going to give me a bit of time to hopefully fully remove the red bot this turn. This could be an expensive investment. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I don't think people are getting enough to roll my cap just yet. At least I hope not. Yeah, 11 troops not going to be enough to roll a 9 cap, so it was worth the gamble. Even if blue holds both their bonuses this turn, it's going to be 14 troops, which again, it's not a guaranteed roll on a 9 cap. So I think I hold here. And basically we're just feeding the greed, working on our corner. We're not going to screw with white or blue. We're just going to work on coming all the way around the board. If there was someone I wanted to try and focus on now early, it would be white to try and claim this entire pocket. Because white is expending a lot of troops down here. What did white start with? 11, so they're still only holding Italy for now. Oh, the yellow bot is breaking blue all day long. So this, while blue is busy here, focusing down white right now might just be the play before they can get the full pocket. Okay, blue retakes, and they're going to start removing the yellow bot from all around them. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, slider error there. So the blue is using the slider. So blue is an experienced player, although they misused it, so not fully experienced. Okay, I've got a 30 stack. Gonna give fist bumps to blues. No need to panic, blue. Okay, 13 cap is gonna be enough to hold for whites. And I've just started a war that maybe I didn't want to start. 14 troops per turn now. Gonna give the fist bumps back, but white, yeah, he's just gonna full send into me. Come on, whites. Whoa, this is a full suicide. Even. That's only a 9 cap now. Okay, so we see the full suicide from white, who now only has a 9 cap. Okay, red dies to green. White started with 14. Which means they don't have the full pocket yet. And white full sending me there is, yes, it's pretty much a game ending for both of us. Well, for me mainly. If white holds, and they shouldn't hold here because they only got a 9 cap, blue should have recognized what just happened there, and blue should add everything to one of these stacks they have and go down and take white's cap. But it looks like blue is just focusing on taking bonuses, which again isn't a bad play. But they did just miss an opportunity there to take that massive West Africa pocket. And we're going to try and hopefully make peace with white. So now we're going to fist bump. Really, whites? Really? This is just an oops. This is just full suicide territory now from whites. So, assuming we survive to trade in, we're going to retake, and we're just going to start soft blocking whites. White started with 15, so white has the full pocket now. So I don't think white is going to stop full sending into me here. No matter what I do, I think white is just going to continue to do this. So what I need to happen is for blue to realize what white has been doing. They see my cap, which they could take right now, but the bigger prize for them would be white's cap. White's cap also super, super weak because they keep full sending like this. It looks like blue's attentions are elsewhere. Oh, maybe me and white can be friends then, but I highly doubt it because white has nowhere else to go. Like, they are just stuck in this pocket. So they have to break me or blue. Okay, trade on 3. Kind of expected this. Okay, they go into blue. Okay, I was not actually expecting that. Okay, better blue being broken than me. So, yeah, I guess we keep this. Did blue just lose their cap to white? Did I miss the fact that blue was super weak? Maybe. Green started with 17. Yellow bot trades in. Nobody managed to get that yellow bot kill. I do have a trade on 3. Maybe I use it with green being on 5 cards. Let's see how many troops blue gets on their turn. They might have lost their capital. Oh, blue still has their cap, but white just absolutely decimated their bonuses. And blue has a trade on 3 to hopefully send it white's way. 67 cap. Oh, don't hit my cap, blue. Go into white. Okay, it looks like white's getting away with stealing the generic alts bonus. And the trades are getting up there now, so we need our cap to be pretty darn strong. I'm going to fist bump. We're just going to take a card and move back to Scotland. Hopefully that doesn't see aggression from us by green. And hopefully we can just trade up here whilst these other players sort out their aggressions. But there is a big trade coming in for green, so this might just get full sent into me again. White starts with 24 per turn. 13 per turn for green. I'm going to give the fisty bumpers. But here comes the trade. Now, is green occupied elsewhere? Looks like they are, okay. White has a super strong hold on this bottom left pocket of the board, but they are incredibly card blockable. Okay, yellow bot's still alive. Not worth killing the yellow bot on one card, so these other players are probably trying to farm it for cards right now. Green started with 13, white with 24, blue only with 5. Blue got broken again. Poor blue. Okay, looks like we're going to be trading up here in Scandi. I'm going to be good with that. I'm going to be good with trading up in Scandi. Yeah, white has a strong hold on these bonuses, and they're being allowed to hold the generic Alps bonus as well, which is a bit of a mistake from the other players, especially blue. But blue got full broken and I think hasn't been able to fully recover from that just yet. Green started with 15. Isn't taking cards up here in Scandinavia. Green is probably the one farming this yellow bot for cards. That is about to go to 3 cards. Does blue kill the yellow bot here? They should get those cards for themselves. They'll trade them in turn. A nice little troop injection for them. It looks like that is exactly what they're trying to go for. But if green is sneaky, green has kept a little yellow pocket somewhere out of reach. Oh, blue doing a lot of attacking here. They don't find the kill. They don't find the kill. Maybe I'll go for a look around. Hello, yellow. And there's a cap up there. Yeah, I don't need to be bothering about a +3 bonus at this stage. I'd rather have cards up there. So I'm hoping blue's good enough to start card blocking white, because I would help them do that if they did. We've got teary face from whites. That usually comes when they pretend they have to break someone. Still 14 troops for green, so it wasn't green that got broken, maybe it was blue. And yeah, green was keeping a sneaky yellow bot position alive. But green has a strong hold on this entire right side of the board now, I think. Especially with this cap up in the north here. It's going to take a combined effort to try and deal with green. I'm hoping I can just kind of stay out of it and just take cards with these two. And maybe force white into trying to fight green. But it's going to be a kind of kind of a balancing act, this 4-player endgame here. Me, green and blue have a trading spot up here in Scandi that white can't get to. That's an important little technical detail here, because eventually white's going to have to start breaking people if people don't give them cards. 25 troops per turn for white now, which means they're being allowed to just hold everything. And it looks like they're taking cards on green. Has white just taken another bonus? Surely you don't let them hold that green. Okay, green doing a lot of attacking elsewhere. Looks like they've just taken the Eastern EU bonus and expanded, which means white has nowhere to go. No, blue has the East EU bonus. Maybe this one as well. Starting with 19 per turn now. So white is fully encapsulated in blue. Okay, they're all trying to jockey for their positions right now. And it might just be stabilizing, but with white unable to take cards without breaking someone very, very soon. Which is why I'm adding a little bit to that Marseille's little guard. It's not enough where white can't break it if they want to, but I'm just making it doubly and triply clear that I don't want them to break it. They take a card and pass, but that must have been breaking someone in order to do so. 24 per turn for green now. So green has caught up with me and white in terms of generation. I think all the players now have roughly the same amount of generation. Yeah, roughly the same. 19 for blue. So we've entered a stable phase of the game. Yeah, nobody's breaking. This is definitely a stable phase. So now we just want to try and bank as many troops as we can. And hopefully not be the targeted player, because one of these players is going to get ganged up on by two of the others. So I'm going to be looking to avoid being that person. Ooh, is blue about to take a card on white? I think they just did. White just got one of their bonuses broken as blue takes a card in the Dinaric Alps. Maybe that's where they've been trading all along. Blue didn't get broken. Green didn't get broken. How much does white start with? 25. Nobody got broken. Okay, so one of these bonuses is being used as a trading spot. It's probably the Dinaric Alps.
Why does anyone still use ponchos if...
Okay, lots of trades coming in. Lots of troops coming in for everybody. As we continue this stable mid-game. But what I'm sneakily starting to do is just keep building up this guard stack on Marseille, which will easily just take up the role of a card block stack when and if I ever need it. But I'm being careful not to add too many here, but eventually this is going to get bigger than what white or blue will be able to hit, and that's my aim. I'm doing it sneakily, slowly, over time, to make it look like I'm just bonus guarding, which I am. But now it's above what they get per turn, so they can't hit it in any single turn without a trade. Speaking of trades, they're now at 18. So ideally this would be a 110, 120 stack, so that it can't be hit on any given turn, even with a trade in. So it looks like me and green are trading. And blue and white are trading. So maybe just someone bots out after a few minutes of doing this, or someone makes a move on another player. And unfortunately, I think it's most likely going to be green based on current positioning. It's most likely going to be green, full sending new corner, is my prediction. And unfortunately, I will bear the brunt of that. Or blue could finally decide to start card blocking whites. That would be the clever, smart way for blue to do it. Because I could help them. Oh, and we see a break on one of white's bonuses. Is this blue trying to signal me? Or blue just taking a look over here? And I'm going to continue to stack there so they can see that I'm building up this barrier here that could quite easily become a card blocking stack should blue want to make the first move. So we want blue to start stacking here, and then clear out white and come through. Okay, it looks like they want me to stop giving green cards. And if that's something I do, then this stack needs to guard up here. Okay, white now has a big 185 stack in Italy to defend against being card blocked. It's now a 300 stack. Very well played by white. So it was important that I switched from giving green cards at a time where green's cap could not come back and retaliate on me. So now green is going to be forced to start breaking these other players. And it looks like blue was the one that suffered the break there in Eastern EU. So just by switching where we take cards there has forced some action and some tension between the blue and green players. Okay, blue trying to decide how they want to respond to that. Or is blue just thrown in the towel? Doesn't quite know what to do. Feeling a bit out of their depth in the middle of the board. Okay, looks like blue has indeed botted out. And would you know it? It's the player right next to me. I mean, this blue bot is quite quickly going to become the main problem of the white player, though. So now I started trading with green again. Now that blue's botted out, white's going to be in some trouble over here. And maybe I can snag blue's cap when it becomes available, because the blue bot hopefully is going to move off cap this turn. Don't quite know where blue's cap is. I know it's one of these territories in Germany. It must be Berlin, because they kept getting broken on Prussia. So by process of deduction, it must be Berlin. I don't think it's Rhine. I'm thinking Berlin. Which will be another strong cap to hold. If I can hold it, because there is a lot of bot troops that are surrounding it already and going to be coming off the cap. I do have a trade to try and invest in there. Oh, maybe it is on the Rhine? They're fortifying off from there? Okay, let's come and take a look. Okay, yeah, we profit and get an extra cap out of this. And I think 200 is going to be enough to hold. Yeah, white wanted that cap desperately because they are a 1-point card block. Well, very few point card block. Is green going to go for those blue bot cards? I think I'm in this 3-player end game now with a couple of other experienced players just by how they've been playing. Dubious cap choices. They did both just full send on these honeypot pockets, but their play has been pretty solid so far throughout this game. Okay, bot goes to 4 cards. Trades are now at 1, 2, 5. I think it's probably far too expensive to try and kill this thing. But at the same time, I don't want it trading in and slamming into me. Oh, there's a nice juicy 100 stack up there. Okay, green's gonna find the 100 stack as well. Okay, green does some work into the bot. They're gonna come round and they're gonna finish off the bot. They're gonna take those 4 cards. They're definitely going troop negative on that, but they've done a bit of board service there. And I think me and green are now going to work together to card block white, because white is hemmed in down here. And me and green have pretty much been working together for a while now. Let's see how this progresses now as we go into the proper 3-player endgame. I have a trade on 3 should I need it. White should be feeling the pressure right now. Okay, they're going to try and jockey for more and more bonuses. Does green let them hold, or is green going to come down and initiate a card block? Okay, green gonna take Scandinavia. It's fine by me. Yeah, green, take Scandinavia, my dude. I'm gonna take cards here in Eastern EU. Because we don't want white generating too much per turn. Me and white now equal on generation. White must have a very large off-cap stack out here. I'm not really trying to guard against green here because they get more than that per turn. Don't need to use my wild, so I will trade it on 4. And I'm going to just keep taking cards here in Eastern EU. I'm not going to let white hold that. And it looks like white is going to settle for just taking cards there. Maybe not. Okay, white getting a bit angsty now. Wanting to hold bonuses when the trades are so high. But green also needs to take cards in Eastern EU. This is what I'm trying to a situation I'm trying to engineer there. Yeah. By saying to green, don't break me over here. And white is just being aggressive. Like, they're trying to insist on holding Eastern EU bonus when they don't really need to. But yeah, we all need to take cards here. Otherwise, white doesn't get cards. And this is a very large off-cap stack. This is half of white's overall troops. Because white hasn't been that far ahead of me, if at all. I don't like the fact that, well, as long as we all take cards there, this stack can hit me or green, so it's not bad placement. It's just a little bit unnerving to see it staring right at me there. Now we've stabilized a little bit in this 3-player endgame. And I think white is going to be feeling the pressure. And it all depends on who white decides to try and make a move on first. With a massive 500 off-cap stack. I like the play. Okay, so we're all pretty much even on troop generation per turn. So yeah, it's a bit of a stable endgame. Oh, I have to use my wild card. So what usually happens at this stage in the game is I start to make a move on one of these other players to try and advance the game. Usually that means that I end up going into the 1v1 endgame at a severe disadvantage. So I'm reluctant to do that in this game. I want one of these other players to actually start making a move. Of course, that is in itself a gamble, because if you sit back, you might be the one that starts getting teamed on. But I hold two of the 2 strongest caps in the game, I think, which puts me in a big advantage in the end game. So that might just be the reason why I'm the one that gets targeted by these 2. This off-cap stack of whites is very, very good play. It's going to be very difficult for either me or green to deal with. So it would take a combined effort. And if I was in white's position, this is exactly what I'd be doing as well. Pressuring the outside board with a massive off-cap stack. So they'll still have about 300 on cap down here, which is big enough to where none of us want to roll it, and even if we do, this could just swing back round and retake. So for now, we're just banking troops. And waiting to see if one of these other players tries to make a move. All three of us hold 2 caps, in fact. So white must have another cap. But is it inside the pocket or is it outside the pocket? That's the main question. Given white's tactic here of having a massive off-cap stack, it kind of makes me think that white's second cap is down here in the pocket. The reason I know we all have 2 caps is because this counter in the top left says how many caps the person with the most caps has. The cap leader has 2. There are 3 of us in the game. There is a total of 6 capitals in the game. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So we all must have 2 capitals. And if white had a capital outside of this pocket, there wouldn't be such a necessity to have this absolutely massive stack here that is off cap. We know one of green's caps is here on Ruskela. The other one may be down in the Orient that they took from a bot or another or purple. And we know one of Italy's caps is on Rome. Rather, white's cap, sorry, in Italy on Rome. So we might just be waiting for another bot out, sadly. And I don't think it's going to be white, so I'm going to have to deal with that stack sooner or later. There isn't really a tactic to deal with it, however, other than just making a bigger stack and hitting it, which is typically the main problem, in that it's very difficult to get that many troops in one place without your opponent seeing and without them hitting it first. That's the power, the strength of this tactic if you employ it first. So eventually one of these other 2 players is going to do something. It's going to be a bot out, or they're going to start full slamming and breaking everything of other players. Something along those lines is going to happen. Green now has a 500 off-cap stack waiting in the wings there. Are they trying to build it up to take out this off-cap stack of whites? Interesting play from green. We don't want to give this away, but white has seen this. White sees this stack. See, and maybe they go in for the kill beforehand. Okay, maybe white hasn't seen that stack yet, but they're gonna see it this turn when they take a card on here. How is white going to react to seeing that off-cap stack? Does white just hit it? Big 1.1k stack. They see the 500 stack. They don't hit it. Okay. Get the shocked face from white. Green stack is now a 700 stack. Ooh. We see a slam of the white stack and they get an amazing roll. What was that roll? That was absolute god dice. And black is saying, I've done most of the work, you finish it off. And yeah, it looks like green wants to make the move on white. I am on 5 cards, so it is ideal timing by green here. Very, very well played. But they've opened white's cap as well in the process. This is very, very devious play by this green player. I like it. And we're gonna let green see that we are indeed going to help them in their endeavor. So yeah, white's going to be pretty pissed off. Whatever troops they have left coming off cap now is probably going to full break me. Yeah. It's going to go all the way around, raging. They have 700 troops left. That's a dead end. Do they know it's a dead end? They do now, and they're going to continue on through and absolutely break everything of everybody. Yeah, they're taking a whole board. But this is where green should come back down and instigate a card block. Wait, green doesn't retake? So we just retake our bonuses and we see what happens from here. White took a massive hit, instigated by green. Yeah, by just retaking, I'm hoping white just continues to be mainly angry at green. And we'll see if green continues the pressure now that white has traded in. Okay, now that white is traded in, green starts retaking everything. And they hit the off-cap troops again. Very well played by green. And this is where the beginnings of the card block should go in place here. Green should leave a big stack over here. They should do it across 2, and then I have 2 and they have 2. Okay, but yeah. Once white is dealt with, it's going to be a very interesting 1v1 at the end. And I'm going to give the T a face. Like, I don't really want to do this, but yeah, I am doing it. So yeah, white is justified in slamming me. I'm just hoping they slam green more. Okay, white is now card blocked and is card skipping. White is card blocked, yes. Green's decided to make the move first. I respected it. I followed through, and now white is going to be the first one out in this 3-player endgame. Oh, green removes the card block. Very, very sneaky. Very sneaky indeed. Green is going to be the beneficiary of the suicides, because green goes before me in turn order, so green is going to get this entire pocket, it looks like. Unfortunately, turn order wise, it massively benefits green, but I have a wild card and a follow-up trade. And an open massive cap to try and claim this pocket. It's not a big stack for green. They're going taking a look. Okay, leader now goes to 3. And they're going to try and fortify troops on there, but I can't let green hold that. So whatever goes on there, I have to hit it. And I have to take the pocket for myself. $400, I have to hit it. I can't let green hold it. And we take it for ourselves, but we leave white alive in behind us. And white sees that, so white doesn't slam us or anything. Okay, green has a trade on 3. It's not going to be enough unless their other cap is super massive and they want to hit a 400 cap as well, which they probably do, but they're probably looking for the white kill right now. But we're going to get it because of this cheeky Cheeky. Okay, they don't go for the white kill. Okay, this has now definitely become a very, very interesting endgame. White not adding to the pocket. I like it. Oh, they full suicide green. White wants second. White wants second. And if they're going to feed me the game, then I do give them second. Okay, green's trying to kill white. They're not going to have the kill. Okay, well played there by green. And they're trying to refortify their capitals. I don't know where the second green cap is, and that is information that I do need. Yeah, it is there. Okay. So as long as I keep white alive behind me, we can card trade down here. And the reward for white is that I give them second. So now green should be seeing that there's no way for them to win this game. With white still being alive and being behind me, there's no way for green to win. But yeah, green should be royally pissed off right now. Both these players will just be hoping for second probably at this point. So green is in a very, very rough spot. I will just overwhelm them in troops and just be able to card block them before long. Which is exactly the strategy that I'm going to try and employ. Yeah, White wants to try their luck to try and come back into this game. That's a dangerous game to play, Whites. Like, if I was you, I'd just keep your stack right at the back. Gonna say good game. If green comes off cap for me, I kill white and then cap run. Gonna give the fist bumps. Gonna say good game. Come off cap and I'll kill white. Okay, they don't quite get it. So I'm trying to get green to come off cap here. And if they start coming off cap, then I kill whites. Okay, it's going to be more difficult now for behinds. Okay, I think I just kill white and go into this end game. It's not the ideal timing, but it's getting a little bit too precarious with the trade amounts. Well played, good game. Let's see how green responds. Is green going to try and win this 1v1, or do they just come off cap now and accept seconds? We'll see. I mean, I respect either play. They could try the reverse card block tactic here, but I think I'll just be generating way too much for them. They need to break, yeah. But in order to break, they need to open caps. Okay, yeah, they've opened cap. Hit all the off-cap troops. Yeah, yeah. I'm on 5 cards though, so this block is going straight back in. They can come off this cap still to slam a turn. Starting with 35. So yeah, I knew another trade was coming in. They should whack everything on this cap right now and come out and see if they can take a cap. Okay, this is a losing move. This is a losing play by green. They still have the option to come and smack from this cap, but yeah, their options are running out now. Especially with me having this unbreakable position. But yeah, I've gone into this end game because of the white full suicide into green. I've gone into this end game with a large troop advantage. Okay, everything comes back to this cap, ready for the smack next turn. I like it. Well played, green. I don't need to trade in. But I do need to force this smack from that cap. Okay, here it comes. This is going to be green's last slammy outie from the cap, 700. They're trying a 36 on 38s. Could work in balance splits, and they failed the roll. So now they're going to have to come off this cap. Okay, they don't. That's another mistake. Ooh, I left the 30. It's largely immaterial though. They just gave me 2 extra caps, and they still only have 1 remaining. 2 extra cards even. Put something on this cap so it's not completely free. And this needs to be unkillable, this cap. So this needs to be big, even if they whack everything on this cap. But yeah, now it's a slow wind down. Yeah, green should just come off cap because they're good enough to see that they can't win this now. Okay, they full off cap. Okay, looks like green is indeed throwing in the towel. They don't even take a card. Okay, well played. And there we have it. Good game. Well played. And we take the GG after a very technical mid-game, 4-player endgame to 3-player endgame into the 1v1 at the end, and we take it. I think both green and white were experienced players. Masters or grandmasters is my feeling. Let's find out. Was green and white... were they masters and grandmasters? Green was a grandmaster, white was only an intermediate. Okay, we did see the full suicide from white, but white had some good strategies that they employed in that mid game with the off-cap stacks. Being that they were insanely easy to card block, this was a good strategy by them. Unfortunately, green was a good enough player to start the investment into killing them first, which I quickly reciprocated. And then it was just a 50-50 on who white was going to full suicide into to leave the game. They chose green. I tried to reward that a little bit for white by keeping them alive in the pocket to get a few extra cards out of them, to solidify my position over green. And green could have come off cap at that point, and then I would have killed white to reward that gesture. I did contemplate trying to give white seconds for full suiciding, but in the end it was just going to be too difficult with taking cards at the back. In order to do that, I would have had to card block white in place and then continue my war outside, which just seemed kind of unreasonable and just uncalled for, because green played well in advancing the game. So yeah, eventually I just decided to just kill whites, guaranteeing me and green either second or first, and I went into that 1v1 endgame at a large troop advantage. That's why I decided to kill white when I did, just so that green didn't have a chance to recoup the troops if that situation continued much longer. Let me know what you thought of this game in the comments below, guys. Share your strats, your tips and tricks in the comments below as well, for us all to learn and grow together. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.